Good morning, Frederick. Rise and shine.
Hi, I'm Danny Gurry, and you've tuned in to Good Morning Frederick. It's a podcast, well, about Frederick. Everything, the people, the businesses, the nonprofits, and the cool stuff. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Good Morning Frederick.
With a big smile, she brightens up your day. Fills up your day.
Hi, I'm Michelle Payton with Pulling for Veterans, and you're watching Good Morning Frederick.
Oh, you are watching Good Morning Frederick. Hey, good morning. It is Danny Gurry, and today is Friday, October 18th. Welcome to the show. So I have to say, last night, Shannon Flannery from the Home of Everything Frederick and the group Everything Frederick and More, we organized a trip on the double-decker bus with some friends. And boy, was it a great time. I'm telling you, if you were in downtown Frederick last night, you heard us. There is no doubt that you heard us. We had music jamming. We had some adult beverages. We pre-gamed at the Home of Everything Frederick. And the staff from Maryland Double Deckers is top-notch. Dan drove the bus. Amanda was our Clippy. And Cindy and, oh gosh, I can't remember the other gentleman's name, but we were on the pre-tour a couple days. Anyway, I apologize. I completely forget his name. But there were four of them. They took great care of us, made sure we crossed the road safely. They acted as crossing guards when we went into 10th Ward. Shout out to Phil and Monica and the staff at 10th Ward. Unfortunately, when we all walked in, it kind of ran out the people who probably just wanted a nice, quiet jazz evening. Though the family in the back with the baby, they hung it out while we were there. And we were only there about 40 minutes. So the gentleman playing jazz, I don't think he was ready for us, but it was wonderful. Had a great time. Highly recommend jump on one of the pre-tours, or if you are looking for something extraordinary to do for maybe a birthday, anniversary, special occasion, maybe you just have friends in town, family, hire the bus, drive around, stop at different places. There's something that happens to people when you get on that top deck, I got to tell you. And it is nothing short of hilarious and great fun. All right. And I'm going to do another one of those. So next time we announce that we are doing a bus tour, you better grab your tickets, because I'm telling you right now, or grab your space. I'm telling you right now that we've got more and more people to understand what that double-decker bus is all about and how fun it is, they're going to sell out for sure. All right, let's talk about the show today. We've got local news, weather, and sports with Bob Miller and Chris Michaels from WFMD's Morning News Express. I'm going to go over all the things happening in Frederick. Actually, I'm not even going to go over all of them, because I looked, and on Saturday, I think there's 109 events. I'm not kidding you. And on Sunday, there's 49 events. This town is event city, literally. All right, I'm going to talk with Ellen Ross from Federated Charities. Oh my gosh, super cool fundraiser. You must participate in. I think you're going to love it. And I know I'm getting mine. I'm going to probably do that on Monday, so you'll check that out. I talk with Michael Brown from FCPS. Every local company should check out the opportunity we're going to talk about. So if you work for a company, you're going to want to send the link to your boss. And if you own a company, you're going to want to participate in this. I think it's a great program. And then Gail Polovitz from Maryland Lottery. We had another winner in Frederick. I am telling you, people, you are so lucky to be living in Frederick, quite literally. All right, buy the merch. When you buy the merch, the kids of Frederick County win, okay? Good Morning Frederick merch. When you purchase it, proceeds go to Christmas Cash for Kids now through November. Now, when you spend $30 or more, you get a free ornament and sticker combo. I have little packs with the ornaments and the stickers in them. So literally you could buy 3 ornament and sticker packs and you get one free, or you can buy a t-shirt and a magnet and then you get a free ornament and sticker. I mean, brilliant. All right. The Home of Everything Frederick is open today and through the weekend. And we're open early tomorrow because we're going to be doing the trick or treat with the kiddos, and we're going to talk about that. All right, subscribe to YouTube. We're not done with that, right? January 1, I'd love to have 1,500 subscribers. Right now, we have 1,050, I think, or something. So we have a ways to go, but I know you guys can help me get there. And don't forget about the podcast. You can listen where you get your podcasts, Amazon, Spotify, iHeart, and other platforms. All right, let's get this Friday going. Thank our show sponsor, We Help You Move. Whether you're moving across the street or across the country, Nicholas and his team of moving experts can make the process easy. We Help You Move is veteran owned and a huge supporter of the Frederick community. WeHelpYouMove.com for more information. All right, I forgot. Chris Michaels is not here today. It's just Bob Miller. We're going to have a good time with him right now. Happy Friday. Oh, I thought I added you. I thought
there
I added
we are.
you.
There we are. That's okay. That's okay. You know, I understand. It's because I have a spot on my shirt, right? Hang on, where is it? Right there. I dropped some breakfast on myself.
Oh.
I
What did you
cannot
have
eat a
this
meal.
morning? You saved some for later.
The leftovers from last night. Yeah. You know, meatballs and rice. That was it. So that's what you kind of have, you know, when you get up as early as we do and it comes time for breakfast. For most people, it's lunchtime for us. So
yeah, for sure.
But I can't.
You way earlier than me for sure. But
I can't eat anything. Yeah. I can't eat anything without dropping it on my shirt somehow.
I know.
I need to get a big bib. Like
yeah. I have seen big bibs, actually. Yeah, they might be good to have. My husband does the same thing too, and quite honestly, I've been known to do the same. And it's so annoying when you drop something on a white shirt, or I've even had like striped shirts, and it only falls on the white part. So I've ruined more clothes that way, I think, and grease splatters.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a note to self. I shouldn't be eating fried food. I don't know.
It shouldn't. Yeah. I mean, it just, you know, again, you just have to kind of, I don't know. Maybe we should be taught how to eat properly. I don't know.
How are you today, this Friday?
You know what? I am good. I'm waiting for the weekend. I got I think it's probably about a 19. Maybe it's not that big. I don't know. I forgot to check that. Got a big brisket ready to go. And we're going to start that probably around midnight tonight.
Okay.
Throw it on the smoker and just be ready to go and have it ready for when some people want to come over tomorrow. So
fun. That's really fun. Are you having family, friends, both?
Just friends. Well, it's a friend of ours who they've been bugging me for brisket. I haven't actually smoked anything in a while because the price of meat.
Yeah.
And this brisket was. Before it went on sale, it was over $107, and on sale it's like $54. So I mean,
wow!
I know it was a great deal, but it's still $54.
I know.
And you know, and then you know, if anybody knows anything about brisket, I mean, when you trim it, you're like, I'm just trimming dollars away here. But you know, that's how you make a brisket. So then you take the fat stuff and you turn it into something else. It's called tallow, and you know, there's a lot to it. But you know, I enjoy doing it and haven't done it in a while, so it'll be nice to wake up in the morning, have that puppy rolling. I'll probably get up in the middle of the night,
The
spritz it a
smell
little bit.
will be
Yes.
amazing. Amazing.
Yes.
So that beef tallow you have, do you realize like on TikTok and other social media, people are dying. They're buying up tallow like crazy and utilizing it on their skin.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I did not know
hot
that.
item. So maybe if you jar it, you can sell it for $54 and then your brisket's free.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea, but that's the secret of my beautiful skin here,
All right. What is happening locally?
Well, there's lots of stories. Now, a story that I couldn't really find anywhere else, except did you see the story on Facebook from the Frederick scanner of the 2-year-old child who apparently walked out of the house and they, you saw that, right?
Yes.
I
did see that on social because they posted like a picture of where the child was found.
Right.
Yes.
And then I saw it and I'm like, hold it a second. Is that an AI kid? It almost looked like, you remember the other little kid they talked about that they had from the storms? They showed him, but it was an AI kid. And I'm like, this almost looks like an AI kid. And then, and people, we were having
it does look a little AI-ish. I hadn't seen the photo of them found.
Right? I'm just saying.
Actually, I'm going to be interviewing the people behind Frederick Scanner because I do think it is such an interesting. So, I mean, I go to it all the time.
Yep. Me too. We use it all the time.
Yeah.
And I think Chris is on target. We've interviewed him before, and we're going to probably do it again too as well.
Yeah.
But I saw that, and I was like, well, that's interesting. And we were talking about Linda and I, and she's like, I can see Kaylin doing that, and it's just opening the door and walking out on the streets, and if somebody's not paying attention, or next thing they're gone.
I'm telling you, with kids, you need just 2.2 seconds. Like, it is not even you're doing anything and not taking care of your kid. You could have just been washing your hands or something, and kids are fast.
Yes, I will tell on myself when my daughter, Erin, who's now 32, okay, obviously.
So she survived whatever you're going to talk about.
When she was a baby, Linda went away for the very first time, right? She went shopping with her friends and her mother somewhere down in Virginia, some big shopping center. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I had to use the restroom real quick. Nothing, too elaborate. And I set her on the middle of our king size bed. And then all of a sudden, I hear this. And she squirmed her way off the bed and fell on the carpeted floor, thank goodness.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I sat down, I started bawling. I'm like, I'm the worst dad in the world. I'm the worst father in the world. Oh my God. And she survived. And my wife
and the lesson learned is you always place little babies or young kids on the floor, the bottom, whatever the floor is.
Right. Yep. I guess. I just didn't know. And then my wife did take about another 10 to 15 years before she ever went away and left me alone with the kids. That's
So you told on yourself?
Well, of course I did. I'm an open book. All right. Well, we had that story. Now, other stories that we were following today. Bill to increase the authority for Maryland Prescription Drug Affordability Board set up a kind of upper payment limits on high-cost prescription drugs is expected to be introduced in the 2025 General Assembly. That announcement was made at a news conference in Annapolis on Thursday. State Senator Don Gile of Anne Arundel County, the recent action of the Legislative Policy Committee to approve the board's upper payment limit action plan, promises upcoming relief for our state and local government budgets. The fact remains that we must do more to directly help Marylanders to afford their medications. Tuesday, the Legislative Policy Committee approved the plan to allow the board to cap the price paid by state and local governments for high-cost prescription drugs for their employees. Isn't it funny that the state will put a cap on theirs, but are we putting a cap on everybody else's? That's the big question.
Right. Exactly.
It's always, what's good for us. We don't care about what's good for them.
Right. Yeah. Right. And like raises and all of that. Here's my theory. senators and Congress people should only make whatever the median income is of the area they're representing. Period. Because
Interesting.
they are representing us. They should live like us. And I think every person representing should only make the median income of where they live.
But then you know what they will do. Well, I guess you can't really fudge those numbers, can you?
I mean,
Right? Yeah.
somebody would call you out, I think, on it. Yeah.
Term limits, they don't get a pension plan after it's all said and done. They don't get all the perks and all that. They're supposed to be there for us, and let them not forget that. But a young man one time in politics told me a long time ago, we were sitting outside a bar where I was emceeing something, and he was drinking, and he said, "Power is a very strong aphrodisiac." He goes, once you get it, he goes, it's really hard to let it go.
Oh, 100%, because it happens every time. You might see somebody who's up and coming and you're like, oh my gosh, I really love them. They're great. They are for everything I'm for. And suddenly, once they've been in Washington for a year or two, suddenly you're like, what the heck happened to my guy or my girl? Right.
Yep.
So yeah, it is. It's one of those things.
One of those other things, remember the contract with America, and some of those people came in and they realized, they're like, we want to make a change. And when they got there, they realized they couldn't make a change. And not all of them, but some of them actually just said, you know what, I'm done. There's no fixing. There's no fixing Washington, and it's not going to be fixed. So,
that's probably the sadder truth in all of it.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. So one other story we'll talk about real quick. There's some bridge work to be done over Maryland's Route 17 over Middle Creek. State Highway Administration says that work has been completed, replacing that bridge over Middle Creek near Middletown. The original span was back in 1923, widened in 1958. The new bridge has two 12-foot lanes and 10-foot shoulders on each side. It began back in the summer of 2023, cost about $4.4 million. So even though the work has been completed, motorists can use the new bridge. State Highway says crews will still remain on site until November to complete the landscaping work. So that if you have to travel that way, that's the way to go.
Wow.
In sports, field hockey yesterday, Maryland playoffs, Class 4A West 2 region. Frederick over TJ, 3-0. Julie Pressgraves had 2 goals to lead the Cadets over the Patriots. Other action, Linganore downs Tuscarora, 6-0. Kendra Green had 2 goals. The Lancers advanced with a win over the Titans. Class 3A action, it was Oakdale over Baltimore City College. Reese Ryman had 2 goals to help the Bears roll to the win. Catoctin over Brunswick in Class 1A action. In volleyball yesterday, it was Linganore over Catoctin 3-0. Golf yesterday saw Urbana beat Middletown. Claire Sun and the Knights' Tommy Wilt both shot a 39 to lead all scores. And, of course, last night the Wizards got beat by the Boston Celtics 122-102. Thursday night football saw the Rams get a victory over the Vikings 30-20 on Thursday night football. Game of the week tonight, if you're interested, game of the week for WFMD, Oakdale at Urbana. Pregame at 6:20, kickoff at 6:30. And weather, it's, you know what, it's a little chilly this morning.
Yeah.
As we got up. It was in the 30s. There was a frost freeze advisory in effect, but today, today should reach a high of only 66. Low tonight going to be in the mid 40s, maybe dipping into the 30s a little bit. 66 for your high tomorrow, 37 for your low. Sunshine on Sunday, 59 for your high. And that's everything in a nutshell.
That's wonderful. I have to say, yesterday, I think the high was only supposed to be 65. I don't know what it is about 65 in the fall versus 65 in the spring, but I had on a jacket and a long sleeve shirt, and I was like, I was hot, and it's so weird. So weird how that works.
Well, you're a woman, so you got to wear the cute jackets, the cute sweaters, the boots, the jeans. The tan leather boots that go over top of the jeans, so you look good, right? It's the whole fall fashion thing.
It is fall,
right?
Fall
Yeah,
fashion.
I mean, I put on my favorite pair of shorts and.
Yes. Well, I don't even want to talk about what the weather's like down there. So.
Yeah, well, it's nice down here, of course, and beautiful sunset yesterday. I was on the water yesterday, driving the boat, having a good time. I think you could see because I got a little sun right there.
Got a little sun.
Keeping the tan.
That's
all right, Danny, have a great weekend. Are you working on the radio? You spinning the tunes?
I will. 3 to 7 tomorrow on WFRE. You will be able to hear me. And so it'll be a lot of fun. But you enjoy your brisket. I'm jealous about it. Yeah. I'm sure it'll be wonderful. And have a great time with your friends and an awesome weekend.
When you're on the FRE side, do you talk with a twang? Do you say, "Hey, my name's Danny"? Danny, come on down, Danny. Hot Danny, woo! Hot Danny, woo!
I should try that sometime, though. Someone might get offended, though.
Yeah, but, let them all be offended.
I am me, no matter whether I'm on the street, on this show, or on the radio. So it's
That's
the
right.
same old.
All right. Have a great weekend, everybody. Good morning, Frederick.
Good morning. All right. We're going to take a quick break. Then we're going to go over some of the events in Frederick. I say some only because there's a bazillion. And then we're going to hear from Ellen Ross from Federated Charities. You're going to want to hear about this fundraiser. You're going to want to do it. And then Michael Brown from FCPS and Gail Polovitz from the Maryland Lottery talking about another winner in Frederick, which I love it. And all of that is coming up right after this. Hi, it's Danny, and I recently had dinner at Sushi Nomu, and I've got to tell you, it was absolutely unbelievable. The decor, phenomenal. The food, just amazing. I had the best miso soup I've ever had. The sushi was so fresh and delicious, and it was actually a feast for the eyes. The presentation was stunning, and the service was impeccable. The sushi, fresh, the sashimi, the best I've ever had. I can't say enough great things about it. If you're looking for a great place, maybe to go on a date, or maybe just to try something new, it's affordable, it is beautiful, and you will not be disappointed, I promise. Sushi Nomu at sushinomu.com or 4969 Westview Drive, just beyond the Dunkin' Donuts.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shattered family beyond compare.
All right, now let's get on to what's happening in Frederick. All right, happening in Frederick is sponsored by Atlas Wood Floors. They've been serving the area for more than 34 years. They do wood floors, luxury vinyl, plank, pretty much whatever you can put on your floors, they can handle for you. They can refinish, they can do new, they can match refinished with new. They've done so many amazing projects. You got to give them a call. 301-948-9663. 301-948-9663. That's 301-948-WOOD. Or go to atlaswoodfloors.net. Call them up. Ask for Jeff. He will come up and take care of you. He will show you. Oh, Pooh, I forgot to do this. They have amazing testimonials. He asked me to share them, and I completely forgot. So I'm going to make sure and do that by Monday. But the testimonials are phenomenal. The customers are super happy with the work. You can actually look up their Google reviews as well. Be confident that they will take good care of you. And if you call very, very soon, you may still be able to get your floors done by the holidays. Okay. Thanksgiving might be tight unless it's a little job, maybe just a refinish or something like that. But call them. You're going to want to call them right now, especially if you would love your floors done by Christmas. All right, let's talk about what is happening in Frederick. Again, if you want the calendar with all the events, and I'm telling you, there are 109 events happening on Saturday, tomorrow, and there are 49 events on Sunday, and next week is pretty much the same, right? It's all going to come to a screeching halt right around Thanksgiving. So let's enjoy it while we have it, I guess. But go to promocircus.com, click on Everything Frederick Live, and there you will see the calendar of events. All right, today, 12:30 and 6 p.m., Way Off Broadway Theater presents Anastasia. I have not been to the Way Off Broadway Theater, but it is like a dinner/lunch theater. So your ticket includes food and non-alcoholic beverages. But I have to go check it out. I've never been. And or if you've been, let me know what it's like. At 1:30, Sieber Arts Library. This is a recurring event, so it happens quite often. You can learn Mahjong. Now, I tried to learn Mahjong. One of my neighbors said, hey, let's learn Mahjong. But she didn't know how to play either. So there were like 5 of us, and we're trying to read instructions and understand the game. Now, my husband is like, oh, it's simple. It's like, I think it's like other card games. It's like card games. But of course, these are little like domino looking things. But you have to first know what each picture represents, right? That's kind of, for me, the hardest thing. Like if they did it like cards with our face cards and things on them, it would be so simple. But you have to kind of know what beats what, right? Anyway, if you want to learn, you're going to learn from somebody who knows. That's my point. My point is we should have had somebody who really knew the game to come and teach us. We're trying to watch YouTube videos and things like that. It was quite funny. We ended up just drinking wine pretty much. All right. At 2, you can go to Trick or Treat. You got to get your tickets. Remember, use that code GMF when you get your tickets. Stands for Good Morning Frederick. And you're going to save 10%. And that is through the rest of this season. And then you can head to the Glade Valley Corn Maze at 5 o'clock and do some fall fun. All right. Again, it's just nutty on Saturday. So I've picked out ones that I think would be great to support. All right. At 8 a.m., head to the All-In TJ 3K Color Rush. It'll be chilly, but fun, sunny. So we love that. Go get some color splattered on you or avoid the color altogether, but proceeds benefit the Hurwitz Breast Cancer Fund. Then at, 10 a.m. to noon, come to 401 North Market Street for goodies with the kids. Must be in costume. Okay, come in costume. You're going to trick or treat in downtown Frederick. A bunch of merchants are participating. If you go to Downtown Frederick Partnership, you can see a map of all of the businesses that have said that they will participate. All right. And then from 3 to 7, adults, come to Everything Frederick in your costumes. Okay. All up and down Market Street tomorrow. Merchants many of them are giving out adult beverages. You must have your ID. You can be in costume. You should be in costume. All right. If you stop by 401 North Market Street between 3 and 7, you can get a free Good Morning Frederick sticker. All right. And if you make any Good Morning Frederick merch purchase, you'll get a free gift. I have a little grab bag of free gifts valued at $10 to $50. All right. So just economically, let me just tell you, you could buy a $3 sticker and get something